welcome to Talk a Good Game, where it's a very special edition for us at hammerschat.com. We're here inside the Boleyn. Kris, is this a special occasion for you?
Oh no, I'm here all the time. I've spent the whole game here, you know, dictating tactics and whatnot. No, very special, thank you.
Tom, is it emotional?
It is emotional, mate. Yeah, I've never been down here before. I'm usually sitting over the old chicken run over there, but no, it's fantastic.
I didn't see anyone in a chicken suit today, Tom.
No, that's going to be in the future. We've got another 10 home games, I believe, so I'm going to be doing that. Don't worry about that.
Kris, the team lineup came out, I think it was expected as to what the changes were going to be. Do you think Bilic got it right?
Yeah, I think the only real change that he could have done was maybe not have moved Collins in, and perhaps I was expecting Tompkins to go centrally and then we'd have had Jenkinson on the right. That was really the only choice that had to be made, and he did it, and Collins played well.
Tom, 0-0 at half time. That was a poor first half, wasn't it?
It was a poor first half, yeah, very disappointing. I can't think of a clear-cut chance in the first half, to be honest. I can't know, top of my head, no.
Kris, did you get a view of either Martin Noble's penalty claim or Shawcross on Andy Carroll, which leathered him out for a few minutes?
I didn't. I mean, we sat in the dugout here. I was sort of way up over there, and the incident happened over there. So you react to the crowd as the chant, everyone's chanting and sort of having a go. So no, I didn't. Did you?
No. Myself and Charlie were away up in the top of the Boleyn Moor stand, so we saw absolutely nothing. So hopefully you at home will know if there's a penalty or a red card or not. So come on to hammerschat.com and click on the forum and let us know your views and opinion. Tom, second half, what do you think Bilic needed to do at half time?
Obviously, for me, the changes didn't come quick enough, personally.
What changes would you have done?
I wouldn't have took Song off myself. I think he's one of the people that is actually creating something for us in the midfield. I personally would have took Noble off and put Valencia on and gone 4-4-2. But yeah, when he took Song off, there's a few hums and ahs over in the old chicken run over there. It was a bit, what's he doing? Because Song looked like, unless he's got a little niggle or something, we don't know, do we? But no, for me, yeah, Song, I would get Song.
Yeah, it was a strange one for us as well. No one in the Boleyn Moor really understood it either. Kris, did Antonio impress you today?
Yeah. But bearing in mind, he's probably the fourth choice winger. He was industrious, he made things happen. Perhaps he's not the most skillful player we've got on the books, but not that that's any insult, because we do have some very skillful players. But he was direct, he tried to make things happen, and this really was his chance. Beforehand, he'd only came on against Manchester United and against Man City. Now he's playing what would be arguably called a lesser team. I think so.
Do you not think he wasted our two best chances of the game, though? The free header and then the scramble at the end there. I think he had our best chance of the game, and I think he blew them both.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, that was right in front of me, so I did see that. Should he have a bit more composure? Yes, but I mean, it's really his third game, his first start since signing from Nottingham Forest, so yeah, perhaps he could have done better, but then Andy Carroll had two headers right in front of the goal, so that could have...
I think for Carroll, I think you have to praise Stoke's defence there, because although they win the first one, they blocked Carroll's efforts at goal before it could even get to Butland. Whether it was using their arms or their head, they used anything, threw anything at it. Tom, the player that I thought was man match, I don't know if you'll agree, I thought it was Zarate. I thought he actually was one of the only players that was willing to get on the ball and turn and run at Stoke, whereas I think the rest of them were too slow and maybe releasing the pass. Is that something you agree with?
Yeah, it's a toss-up between, for me personally, Zarate and Kyoto. I think Kyoto had an absolutely solid performance, Dave. That's fantastic. I mean, once he gets going, there's no stopping him, Kyoto. He looks like he's just...
I think he hides too much when we're in possession of the ball. I think he doesn't go looking for the ball. I think he happily stands next to whoever he's marking and just waits for other people to do things. Do you not think today we struggled too much? Someone had the ball on their own third, Song or no ball, and there was just nothing happening in front of him.
That's yeah, you're right. I mean, that's because we're missing Payet, we're missing Lanzini, that sort of creative sort of in the creative third, that spark, then sort of players that sort of create their sort of final chance. We're missing that. I mean, you can see that clearly the last two games, 2-0-0s. Yeah, I mean, we are missing that in the final third, that creativity.
Tom just mentioned there, 2-0-0s in a row, 6 games now we haven't won, Kris. Are you a little bit worried yet?
Not, but realistically, we only need 4 more wins and we're mathematically safe. I know those are low expectations, we should be looking beyond that, but what it does show, if we get safe early, we can move on from that. The goals are a worry, but we've got players to come back. What did worry me, the one thing that did worry me, is when Valencia came on, I thought we were crying on for a bit of pace and an outward pass going out, and it seems like the current managers may be viewing Valencia as a left winger in the same way that Allardyce did, and whereas Ecuador, he plays up front. So that worries me, because he doesn't really have a trick to get past a player. So I think probably would have more chance of scoring if he'd have gone, and pressed their back line. As you said, Shawcross, players like that are quite big. I think he could have tested them more.
Tom, as I just said to Kris, no wins in 6. Our next 2 games are Villa and Swansea.
both away.
Are they must wins now? Otherwise, it's 8 games without a win, and surely then the pressure's getting cranked up on Village.
No, I don't think the pressure's great on playing. It's a lot more positive than last year on Valadares. Personally, being here last season, this season, you can see the difference in the whole team and everything around the ground, the buzz. The next 2 games both away, and they're going to be really hard games. I mean, we've got Swansea away. You know, it's not going to be. They haven't got a manager yet. They're going to appoint a new manager. It's going to probably be their first game in charge against us, the manager, whoever it is. I've heard a big rumour it's going to be. Who's one who's in charge of this before? What's his name?
Grant.
Grant, yeah. The big one's going to be Grant, so you know they're going to be fired up for the new manager. So it's going to be a very difficult game. And then obviously you said we've got Aston Villa Boxing Day, and you know too much Christmas turkey.
It's a guaranteed win if it's Grant. I mean, it's 3 points in the bag for us. Crikey, he's useless.
Yeah.
I think you make a good point there. I'm not too worried because I think we're trying to win the games. I think today we took it to Stoke at the end of the game. I think he couldn't really done much more. He had Valencia, Jelovic and Carroll on the pitch at the end of the game, as well as Zarate. 2 goal scrambles at the death there that could have won it. Whereas under Sam Allardyce, I think we would have retreated on the 80th minute and kept the point. I think that's the difference between the two, and I think that's why the crowd are accepting him a bit more. Kris, are you happy with today's performance?
By and large, it wasn't the most exciting, but we had a good go at the end, and then we could have nicked it, should have nicked it, probably should have won. And they're a good team, make no mistake about it. Perhaps Shaqiri, their best player, wasn't playing for whatever reason, but they were a very, very good team. Bojan was buzzing around, and now Tavic will score goals this season. I think, I think come the end of the season, this point against Stoke may be good, and they'll turn a lot of teams over this season.
Adrian's 2 saves against Doof near the end, crucial.
Very crucial, yeah. You can see the class of Adrian, can't you? And that's why arguably he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. He won us a point in the when it's sloppy, like turned off. You turn off in this league. You turn off for even 2 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds. Now you're going to get punished. And Adrian showed his class and kept us a point.
I think there's 2 top quality keepers out there today. No surprise it finished 0-0. Them 2 at either end of the sticks. Butland, I thought, smothered everything in his box that he could. The only time he did drop it was right at the end there. We almost capitalised, but. Kris, you've heard our man of matches. Who was your man of match?
Yeah, Zarate as well. I agree. Coyote running close, won so many tackles, but Zarate's just making everything happen. How anyone criticises him at all, now he's proved himself is beyond me. Lanzini's out, Payet's out. It's got to be Zarate creating for us.
Tom, you loved it. You loved this today.
Yeah, loved it. Yeah, absolutely great. Good out there, great atmosphere, and yeah, it's just. Fantastic, yeah, great to be here.
Well, you guys remember and hit the subscribe button, and also check out our other show from Upton Park today, where we're speaking to not just 1 but 5 West Ham ladies players, giving their thoughts on their own team as well as West Ham today. But Kris, thank you very much for popping on.
Yeah, I think I've got to go. Andy Carroll's putting some bubbles in the bath. I've got to go and jump in and join him.
That's what you're into. That's
well, what can you do?
Tom, thank you as well.
I'll join Kris in my budgie smugglers.
There you go, lovely.
That's all right. I'm waiting to meet Karen Beatty, and we've been HammersChat.com. Thank you.